Hello everyone, welcome to the part 6 session of R programming. In today's session, we will learn about the functions in R programming. We will see built-in functions, some of the user-defined functions, and its arguments. We will also see the functions like apply, lapply, tapply, and sapply. So let's first understand what are functions. Functions are the block of code that are written to avoid the repeating of the same task and reduce the complexities in the code. It converts one or more input, that is called as arguments, into a single output. Functions are the first class values. They can be assigned as values of variables or passed as arguments to other functions. I have a function which is sq. This is the function name, and function is the keyword that I'm using. In the bracket n is my argument, and inside the curly braces is the function body. So function returns of a function. The return of a value of a function is the last expression in the function body to be evaluated. Function name is the name of the function that we create. Arguments, it is a placeholder. It includes in the function definition. It can be missing or it might have default values. Arguments to functions are evaluated lazily. So they are evaluated only as needed. Body of the function, it's a collection of statement that defines what function needs to do. So in this example, we are doing a square of a given number, and that number will be passed as an argument to the function sq. So let me execute this function. Now I'm passing the number argument 4 to the function sq. This is the way we call a function. So the square of 4 is 16. So this function has one argument. So we are declaring an argument while creating a function. Now let's see how to create a function without an argument. So I'm creating another function, sq underscore function, and I'm not passing any argument to that function. And in the body, I'm writing a for loop, and it will start from number 5 till the last element, that is number 10, and it will give me a square of each number till it reaches 10. So let's first execute this function. Now I'm calling that I'm calling that function. So it will give me a square of that numbers starting from 5 to 10. So the square of 5 is 25, 6 is 36. Similarly, it will go till 10. It will give me the square of 10, that is 100. It will come out of that loop and it will print the values. So this is how we create a function without an argument. Moving forward, let's see how to create a function with multiple arguments, that is 2 or 3 arguments while creating a function. So next is I'm creating a function which is mult, and I'm passing 2 arguments, x and y, and in the body of the function I'm doing a multiplication of x and y, and I'm calling that function mult. I'm passing the values to that argument x and y. So I'm doing a multiplication of 2 and 4. So I'm executing the function. So this is how it is. I'm executing the function multiplication x and y. I'm multiplying it. I'm calling the function with mult. I'm passing the arguments 2 and 4. So I'm getting a multiplication value of 2 into 4 is 8. Now these are the different ways how we create a function. The first is like creating a function with one argument. We can create a function without an argument, and we can create a function using multiple arguments. Now let's move ahead and see the built-in functions that are present in R programming. So here are few built-in functions that are present in R programming. We are performing some operations on that. The first is ABS. ABS is an absolute value. So I'm creating an object called as value, and I'm passing a value -4 to value, and I'm printing the absolute value of that object. So the absolute value of -4 is just 4. Similarly, I'm creating a square root. So sqrt is a built-in function to perform square root. So I'm passing a value 4 to an object value, and I'm doing a square root of 4. So square root of 4 is 2. Moving ahead, we will perform how to check the log of any number. So log of 4 is 1.386294. Exponential, exp is the built-in function to find the exponential value of 4. So the exponential value of 4 is 54.59815. Similarly, we have the built-in functions for string values as well. Example, I have to change a string, the given string, to all the lowercase. So I have John, that is J is in capital uppercase, O is in smaller case, H uppercase and small case. So I want to convert this given string to all lowercase. So there is a function called as toLower, which will create the given string, which will convert the given string into lowercase. So we find, so this is how we create everything in a lowercase. Similarly, we can convert the given string in uppercase using toUpper. So we have few letters that are in lowercase such as O and N. So I'm converting this string into all uppercase. So using toUppercase, this string is converted. Now let's see, I have a vector and I want to do a sum of that vector. So there is a built-in function called sum, which will give me the summation of a given vector. So using sum, I can get a summation of that particular vector. Similarly, I have minimum and maximum. Using the minimum, I will get the minimum value of any vector. And using max function, I get a maximum value of any function. So these are some built-in functions that we have in R programming. Now moving forward, we will see what is apply, lapply, sapply and tapply. So we will start with apply function. An apply function returns a vector or an array or a list of values obtained by applying a function to margins of an array or matrix. So I'm creating a matrix of 1 to 10 for the first column, 11 to 20 for the second column, third column 21 to 30, end row 10. It has 10 rows, it has 3 columns. So this is the way I create a matrix, and I'm naming that object as data. So when I print this is how my matrix looks like. It has 3 columns and it has 10 rows, and these are the values that I already given in the format of range. Now I want to apply an apply function on the object, which is data. 1 is my margin, and I want to do a summation. So this is what it is. It will give me a list of the function that I'm applying an object to. So I'm applying the apply function on an object data with margin 1. 1 is the row that I'm using. This is the margin, which is I'm passing a row, and on that row I'm performing a summation. So the first row is 1 plus 11 plus 21 is 33. Similarly, for the second row, it's 2 plus 12 plus 22 is 36. So this way I'm getting all the summation of each rows using the apply function. Moving ahead, we will check what is lapply. Lapply function is applied for operations on list objects, and it returns a list object of the same length of the original set. In lapply, it returns a list of same length as the input of the list objects, each element of which is the result of applying the function to the corresponding elements in the list. Now, if you remember, we have worked on the empty cars dataset. I'm calling that dataset of empty cars. I'm assigning that dataset to the object called as data. And over here, this is how the empty car dataset looks like. These are the different columns and these are the different rows for the empty car dataset. So let's apply a lapply function on the data object that is assigned in an empty cars dataset, and I want to do a mean on this particular data. So I will get a mean of each and every column that is present in this particular data set. The first column is MPG cylinder displacement HP. So when I perform the operation, when I perform the function that is lapply, and I want to do a mean of each and every column, so the mean of MPG column is 20.09. Similarly for cylinder, it's 6.8. So I'm applying a mean function on all the columns of the data object. So I'm applying mean function using lapply. Moving forward, we will check what is sapply. Sapply is a wrapper class to lapply, with difference being it returns a vector or matrix instead of list. The difference between the lapply and the sapply is this is a list that we are getting. The output is a list. This is the list of first column. Similarly, this is the second list. This is the list, second item in that list of the second column. So the difference in lapply is we will get the list as an output, but in sapply we will get it as a vector or a matrix. So let's see how sapply looks like. So I'm assigning empty cars to data. I'm executing the data set. I'm applying the sapply function on the data, which is an object, and checking the mean again. So this is a vector. So I'm getting a mean for each and every column in that data object. This is the difference in lapply and sapply. Moving ahead, we will check what is tapply. The tapply is a very powerful function that lets you break a vector into pieces and then apply some function to each of the pieces. In the given code, first each of the MPG in empty cars data is grouped by cylinder type, and then mean function is applied for the calculation. Now let's execute this. This is the empty car data set. I'm applying the tapply function on the data object of the column MPG and cylinder, and I'm performing the mean function on these two columns. So the output here is we will get the mean of the MPG of the car, which has cylinders 4, 6 and 8. So the car which has 4 cylinders, the mean of the MPG is 26.66364. Similarly, with the car which has 6 cylinders, this is the mean, and the car with 8 cylinders is 15.100. So this is how we can use the built-in functions like apply, sapply, tapply, and lapply in our programming. That's all for today's session. Hope you find it interesting. In the next session, we will see string manipulation functions such as grep, nchar, substring, and so on. So stick around guys, we will see you in the next session. If you like my training session, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the new notifications of my new sessions. This will support and motivate my channel. Thank you.